Game over! Mamma mia! Game over!
I'm looking at my wish list to see what's on sale. Oh shit, 8 Plus is on sale.
And we're back.
I think I have that game already.
Good evening, Internet. As you can tell, we're already shopping on our Steam sale.
Steam, oh god. There goes my wallet.
Rest in peace, wallet.
It has begun.
Hey, Killer is Dead is on sale.
Really? Ooh.
Like, only
Joys of being too
20% off.
broke even to afford Steam sales. My wallet
Killer is bread.
is already dead.
Yeah. Anyways,
No, Killer is red.
let's talk about E3 first. Let's look away from Steam for a
but
second.
Steam sales.
I don't care about E3, man.
That's why our entire
That's-
last episode was about E3.
I really liked this year's E3. I thought it was way better than
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, it was. There was definite I was kind of surprised. Definite improvement over.
People were saying that E3 was dead before, but it seemed like this one was really invigorated or something like that.
I feel like Nintendo had fun with it.
Yeah.
Except Konami.
I don't know. EA also kind of lamed out.
Ugh, the feels.
Yeah. For
Were you
what-
expecting anything from EA, though?
This is true. My expectations of EA are generally low, but you know.
Like, I was just...
They showed
I was
Dragon.
waiting for the next FIFA to come out.
They showed Dragon Age Inquisition.
They also
Yeah.
showed Mirror's Edge 2, which looks suspiciously like footage from Mirror's Edge 1.
Well, I mean
they
that's a good like.
Is that a
Jacob,
bad thing?
if it looked any different from Mirror's Edge 1, namely, the only way it would have looked different is if they had made it gritty and brown and you were carrying a gun. And, oh wait, that's right, instead of a parkour game, we're going to make it a generic shooter. Why?
It's a cover shooter.
EA.
No, I
Yeah,
meant
it's a cover
it
shooter.
looks like there was no difference whatsoever. Like, it could have just been
I think there's
DLC.
difference in the human design, actually.
Yeah,
Like how the people look a bit more stylized.
yeah, there seemed a lot more, like, I guess, like, thin and angular. And,
Yeah, like more cartoony.
yeah.
Also, random note to anyone who's listening. This is going to be very disjointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of because there's a very diverse load of games that were announced and shown. But
And we're staring at Steam sales, so you know.
that too.
And by shown, we mean CGI trailers that doesn't actually show anything of the actual game.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
man.
even
Well,
count
that was EA.
I don't even count those as be showing any games. Yeah, EA.
Oh man!
Talk about-
Wait,
oh.
before we get off of it, can we talk about BioWare for a second? How they should have not even mentioned what their next project was going to be. They just like kind of talked about it in like such vague terms. It made me kind of mad.
I didn't
Mass
get to
Effect.
see any of the conferences, so what happened?
Yeah, they should have just avoided talking about they didn't need to show any like concept art.
Jacob, basically they were like, oh man, this game that we're going to work on next is going to be cool. It's going to be pretty cool, guys. Let's not show any actual assets or something.
It shows like a
They
little.
might have shown concept art a bit.
Yeah. Bit for Mass Effect 4 and Battlefront.
Don't show concept art at E3.
Honestly,
Not on the big stage.
whatever. I don't kind of whatever. I mean, it's a little weird that they feel obligated to come to E3 just to say that.
Yeah, it was.
You know that's what happens because like EA or one of the managers at like BioWare was like, oh yeah, you've got to go and announce something. It's E3. If you don't, it's like the worst thing ever.
They did show Dragon Age Inquisition gameplay and everything because that game's about to be coming out soon. So
Yeah, that's true. That's it. That's imminent. So
Yeah,
that
but EA's lineup was so goddamn short.
It can't be as bad. I mean, Dragon Age 2 wasn't bad, but it was really repetitive. Hopefully they fixed the mistakes. I don't know how they did that. Still don't know how Dragon Age 2 came out like that.
On something more interesting than that, and EA's kind of whiff of a little presentation thing, Nintendo actually was like, "Yo, we've made a new game, like a new IP."
Again.
They released several, like 3 at least.
Yeah.
There's Project Steam, there's Project Robot, and Project Security Guard.
And the one we're actually going to talk about.
Splatoon.
Okay.
Not Spelunky. Splatoon.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Glenn, you're not allowed to speak at all.
Yeah, I keep looking at my Steam sale.
No, just don't speak at all.
I think we've already lost Christine. I think she's just
I'm here. I'm just contemplating.
contemplating
Talk
Steam
about-
sales.
Yeah, and that too.
Yeah, Glenn made her leave because he talked about Splatoon too much.
Yeah, so Glenn, do not say anything while we talk about Splatoon.
Yeah, or we'll tell
Explain
Miho.
to me what codename Steam is, because I keep hearing about it in passing,
didn't-
but I don't know anything about it.
It's basically... Oh, you go.
Okay, I'll say it. The guys who make Fire Emblem and Advanced Wars are making XCOM, except a steampunk, Lincoln, Cthulhu thing.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're tasked by President Lincoln to fight an alien invasion.
That are
How
based
did I
off
not hear about this? This sounds like the best thing that was ever made by humans.
Yeah, and the designs are based
It's
off
also like-
Lovecraft.
It's also... The view is like a third-person shooters. That's
That's
how,
also
like...
a strategy game.
A what game?
What's
It's a strategy game, so
Yeah, it's a strategy game.
yeah.
Your movement is limited by a bar that's Steam, basically.
That sounds actually
That's Project Steam.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I posted it in
I heard about this, but I didn't actually look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna post some gameplay footage that they had. Nintendo's Treehouse was pretty good because they just had
Oh, sorry. Did you see the Fantasy Life thing?
yes.
Yep.
That
What
looks
about it?
really interesting to me.
Yep. It's,
Yeah, one of my friends he's been talking nonstop about how great Fantasy Life is gonna be.
And what is Fantasy Life?
It's effectively imagine Fable except good.
It's like Rune Factory, but fun. Or not that I'm
Basically,
saying Rune Factory.
It's kind of like Animal Crossing.
mixed with Fable, honestly.
Yeah.
Basically, you can live out your life as a adventurer, but you also go back to your home and do the blacksmith work if you want, do the making armor work if you want, all that stuff.
Can you milk a cow?
Probably.
And it's okay.
It sounds cute, but I don't mind it. It came out in 2012 in Japan, and now it's being ported to America, so...
And for what is it for Nintendo mobile or
For a
3DS, yes.
3DS? So something I'm never gonna get to play.
Project Steam is also on 3DS.
Yeah, I saw that and was immediately just like
Should get a 3DS, man.
shot in the face. I am the only person on Earth who does not have a 3DS.
Plus me.
But what else? There was
Okay, then, now we actually have to talk about Splatoon.
yeah.
No, we don't.
We didn't even talk about Splatoon because you cut me off.
Yes, we're cutting you off, Glenn. Everybody else here except for you is allowed to talk about Splatoon.
I posted the footage in the chat, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Splatoon is a game where you play girls who can transform into squids and who shoot each other with ink.
They're not all girls. It's pretty androgynous.
Yeah, it's actually having. When you presented that sentence to me, Jacob, that called to mind a very different image than what I saw.
Yeah, I didn't even have to say anything. Jacob, you just wrote.
Is it Schoolgirl the video game?
What you just described was Japan.
Glenn, what did I say about you talking?
You're the one who said it, Jacob.
I didn't
Jacob,
say
I'm just saying, just because you watch Fisherman's Wife in your free time.
it.
Hey, I only watched the sequel, The Retentive Blade.
Oh man.
I'm really excited for Splatoon.
Yeah, Splatoon looks. I think it looks really, really interesting. And I don't know. I didn't get to see much, but like, did they talk about it at the conference more than just showing off the trailer?
Oh,
Yeah,
they had
They had a whole treehouse gameplay. They played matches.
Because I like the look of. It seemed like the you could only move on your team's colored paint areas.
You can move on anybody, but you move slower on the enemy team's area.
and on your ink you can move at super speed.
When you're in squid form, you go like super fast. So you want to be,
So
and you're also invisible too if you're not moving in squid form.
I think that makes.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that because it adds. It
Some
adds.
strategy to it.
Well, some strategy to it, but also kind of it helps to add balance to the game. Because I mean, like, if you're doing like a lot of area-based shooters,
Yeah.
for example, like if you've ever played any capture the point TF2, a lot of the problem is once one team has kind of dominated the field, it basically becomes impossible for the other team to win. So
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, you can. In this one, you can cover other people's paint with your paint. I mean,
yeah,
ink,
and
sorry.
that's why I think that looks better because it like if you push the other team basically back to their spawn, then you concentrate that team so that they can spread more paint faster, and it adds kind of like a
Yeah, it follows the Mario
function of the
Kart
game.
school of design of not until the very last second you can still kind of win.
Yeah,
There's also a. You can also warp to any teammate.
yeah, I saw that in the trailer.
From like clicking on the gamepad, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This actually since it's been like what, a week, 2 weeks now since the end of E3, I'm kind of losing track of time.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. It's
Yeah.
been a week. Okay.
Yeah, it was last week, literally.
Yeah. I think that this has kind of been a big win. This whole conference has been kind of a big win for Nintendo because they've, at least I heard through my Twitter feed, and I follow like a lot of GARMS journalists that.
Oh man, how trendy are you?
Hey Jeff, cool story, bro. Why don't you tell it again, indie hipster?
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
I didn't even actually tell a story.
Yeah. Chapter 1. I'm an indie hipster.
But
2. The end.
I
Stop
agree.
projecting, Joseph.
Anyways, back to Nintendo, but no, Nintendo did actually do really well this E3. They did what people wanted them to do, which was announce new IPs and come back to make it seem like they actually have stuff planned.
Well, yeah, I'm like I was gonna
2015.
say that it seems like Wii U sales have already ticked up after E3, so that might actually be like they might actually start.
Admittedly, around the same
Competing.
time of E3, there came a little game called Mario Kart.
Yeah,
That is also true.
Also, people lost their shit over Pac-Man being a playable character now in Smash Brothers.
yeah.
Didn't they announce a whole bunch
Elijah
of
Wood is in
others?
Smash Brothers, guys.
Wait, what?
Elijah Wood is in Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, no. You can play as yourself or anybody now with the
Me
Fighter.
Fighter.
That's just like people were. It's kind of clever though that they did that because people were trying to like get Reggie into the game as a playable fighter for so long, and then they were like, "Oh, play as your Mii's
Or Reggie.
or Reggie."
I'm gonna play as Reggie.
I have an Abraham Lincoln me.
I like how they balanced it in too, where like there's like 3 different fighter Mii's, and they play it differently than all the other characters. Like there's the gunner, but it doesn't play like Samus.
Well, I think it has a combination of skills from different characters.
Oh really?
Well, you can
Yeah, that's
choose
what it
up
looks
to like 3 moves per attack. So
I think
Yeah, and they're from other characters. So like there's some Mega Man ones, there's some Marth ones or.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Sets though.
At least that's what it looks like so far.
Yeah. I do like the new custom moveset thing where you can customize your and like switch out and like theoretically they don't have to put Lucas back into the game or like the clones or anything. They can just have it as a skin and then just have like the movesets already and you just switch it out and have like Lucas.
Oh yeah, because you can change how your fireballs are and things like that.
Yeah, I like that. It's pretty good.
It'll be interesting.
Okay then, so Nintendo basically kicked ass, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we already knew that from the last podcast.
They didn't fail. They did good.
Well, the only one who really failed was EA. Everybody else was kind of was pretty much okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. Ubisoft realized that in their conference they had missed the perfect opportunity to stick their foots in their mouths. So I guess they decided, oh wait, no, we're going to do an interview with Polygon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, during the conference they were pretty much okay except for one small thing, which depending is not really that small. But then the interview happened, but let's talk about that then.
I won't.
Well, the conference anyway. Like
I just heard about it.
Okay, who here saw World War I, dog?
Oh yeah, that game.
Wait, what?
That game actually, Broken Heart, right?
Oh, yeah, Valiant Hearts.
Valiant Heart, sorry.
He said broken arm.
Broken Heart. I just combined Broken Age and Valiant Heart together, and I made a new game.
Broken Heart.
He said
Valiant
arm
Arms,
isn't anywhere.
Valiant Age.
I think I don't know.
I'm
I
excited.
completely forgot the name of the game already. Valiant Hearts looks kind of pandering.
To who?
Or the trailer did, at least.
What do you mean?
Like, it was like, oh man, it's gonna be really emotional. There's a dog. Oh, World War I. That's basically it.
He's annoyed because Fable 2 happened.
No, I'm not saying Fable 2. I'm saying more, it seems like they're checking some things off a list. Like a checkbox.
I guess, but I mean, you could argue that about all trailers. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm not going to be so hard in the game until it comes out.
Yeah.
And the gloves come off.
Well, no, I have to play it first.
No, don't let that stop you. This is the internet.
No,
I feel like the games this year were like a mixture of very, very serious and very, very goofy.
Yeah.
Well,
And then there were like the ones that walk that fine line in the middle.
well, considering who was
Example?
presenting it, it was kind of obvious. Like, we had, like, crazy games from Xbox, like Forza, which is just like, hey, it's racing again. And then Kamiya comes out and say, hey, here's a guy who fights dragons with headphones on.
Well, I'm looking at this one game called Murasaki Baby for the
What?
What do
Vita.
you say?
It's called Murasaki Baby or something like that. And it's like
Oh,
it's what I was saying, how it's the fine line between creepy and like goofy.
oh, hey,
What?
that's a Vita game.
It's really, look it up. It's the art design is so really
Yeah, the person
like,
has like an upside down face. The
yeah,
little
it's
girl has
all hand drawn. Very creepy. Unsettling.
It's a... Yep. It's a Vita game.
Yep.
By the game who worked on Killer 7, Shadows of the... It's directed by the director of Shadows of the Damned.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that kind of makes.
Suda
Suddenly
51.
I now it is Suda 51.
No, it's not Suda51. It's the director of Shadows of the Damned. That's Massimo Guarnieri.
So,
Marini.
Yeah, but Suda 51 made another game for Sony.
Um,
It looks like the same art style as Neverending Nightmares.
It's this guy, by the way. This is the guy I'm talking about. He's the one who directed Shadows of the Dam. Suda51 was one of the is an executive producer on Shadows of the Dam, but this is the
Okay.
guy who actually
Did the work.
directed it.
Oh, but actually, I had forgotten something that I thought was pretty cool. The new Tomb Raider trailer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. People were complaining that the fact that she was talking to a psychiatrist it weakened her character.
Why wouldn't she be talking to a psychiatrist?
Like talking
Because this is the internet and people are dumb.
because there is a stigma with going to a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Yep, just like how everybody freaked out because the character from GTA 5 went to a therapist as well.
Well, and it's even
Wait,
more
that didn't happen.
I think it's like patently ridiculous that they would even that it would even be a question that she was seeing a therapist after Tomb Raider 1, because I finished Tomb Raider 1 just before like the shit hit the fan with that trailer, and I immediately kind of like stopped the game. I'm like, man, I hope this doesn't turn into some just like they're gonna just do some weird cash-in sequel like where she's all of a sudden big goddamn badass. Because I remember
It's
specifically.
called Rise of the Tomb Raider, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember.
Rise of the Planet of the Tomb Raiders.
Exactly. One moment, like in the game, she falls into a pit of blood, like, and is covered in human, fresh human gore.
The last Tomb Raider?
In the last Tomb Raider, and I'm like, yeah,
That's one of those games I've yet to play, and I really want to. It's on my list.
it's really.
It'll
really
probably
good.
be on sale. It's been on sale quite a.
Yeah, that's how I picked it up last time. But I mean, I was kind of I was glad that they definitely say yeah she's seeing a therapist, because a lot of screwed up shit happens in that game, and it would kind of I guess fuck with the slightly more realistic version of Tomb Raider they're telling.
It would give anybody PTSD, I think.
Yeah, basically, any one of the awful things that happens to her in that game would give anyone serious PTSD. And there's so much unpleasant happens in that game.
Yeah, Tomb Raiders. I heard they did good things with the reboot though.
Yeah, it was very. I found it enjoyable. Cool.
Yep.
Okay then, so, now the game that I would give Game of the Year for every single year after it comes out. No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky is going to be really.
I'm really interested in seeing the developer commentaries for those.
Well, I was reading about it today actually, because my question was like, how could this game even be possible?
Yes.
No Man's Sky is really ambitious because everything is generated.
Yeah, it's effectively Minecraft, but it looks amazing like without an art style, even though the art style is good as well.
So I don't know what it is. I somehow missed. This.
I think you probably saw the trailer for it back at like.
It's not really explained what it is, and they're trying to keep it that way.
Yeah, it's basically a game where you can go and explore new planets and fly around, but everything is like
Procedurally generated, and it's an actually huge universe.
Yeah, and you can like explore and discover new species of animals and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
It looks really. The art style looks really neat too.
That sounds a little, perhaps ambitious though.
You haven't heard the
It
weirdest
looks
part.
beautiful from what they've shown so
Yeah.
far.
And you haven't heard the weirdest part. They're a 4-man team.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The developers of the 4-man team.
Yeah, only 4 guys are doing this game.
The guys who made Joe Danger. Have you played Joe Danger, Jacob?
No, I don't have a PlayStation console.
Oh, sorry, Joseph. Have you played Joe Danger?
I also do not am the owner of a PlayStation console.
It's on the PC too.
Oh, is it? I've never
have
heard of
it.
this then.
It's like a side-scrolling game. It's this game. It's like a complete, like, not 180, but it's like completely different.
It's basically
From,
like they took a very simple idea for a game and
Oh
perfected
yeah, I
it,
think I've seen this.
and then decided to take Minecraft and make it better.
Yeah. So
Well, like they said, it's the game that like a lot of people wanted when they were younger.
Yeah.
It's a game for a new age.
oh wow, this
Oh my
this game does
God.
look really pretty.
The people who made Journey are making another game.
Oh
Yeah, they are.
shit! What are they making?
It's
Oh.
called Abzu, and it says it's basically Journey, but it's underwater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Apsu also means semen.
I'm so excited for
Wait.
that game.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
That's fun.
No, I mean part of it means like semen, like ab.
I think I remember.
The
Was that during the Microsoft conference?
No, that was Sony.
Oh, Sony.
it's Akkadian. It's Sumerian and Akkadian.
Not sure if you are telling the truth.
It is. So like ab means water or semen, and zu means to know or deep.
I actually never played Journey, but I've watched people play it. I don't know.
You were in the room when people were playing it.
Yeah, I was. I don't know. I'm not really into this. I mean, I respect those artsy games, but I don't know.
It's actually pretty fun to play. It feels nice to play
Yeah.
it.
I just love the character.
Person in a scuba suit.
No, I'm talking about really for Journey, like the
Ah, okay.
artistry of the character.
Oh yeah,
So well done.
yeah.
I
that
wanted
was
to
a very
cosplay
beautifully
as that
designed
character actually.
It's a
You
but the
should.
new game is it's a 2D. It's like a 2D side scroller, isn't it? Like when you're swimming.
I don't know.
Wait, what? Absu?
Yeah, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh really?
It's not 2D. It's 3D.
No, it's 3D.
Is it like Journey in any way though? Like how they're doing it? Like
It seems to be.
Yeah, from what they've shown.
Is that game company like just wholly owned by Sony now, or are they just making Sony exclusives for the rest of
I think they're
eternity?
just making Sony exclusives because they have the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be a
You
side
have
scroller
that,
now
you
that.
never let go.
Actually, it might be a side scroller. I'm looking at the trailer right now.
yeah, I thought I remembered it being a side scroller.
Yeah.
Well, if it is, it's probably gonna be good too.
Yeah,
Journey
I mean,
was
that-
also a small team.
I mean, that game company has always made some really interesting, fancy, cool ass games.
They've made like 3.
No, they've made Journey, they've made Flow, they've made Flower, they've made Cloud.
That's
4.
That's 4. That's a lot. That's actually kind of not a small number of games.
Yeah, I guess. So
Wait, they made Flower?
They're
Yeah.
the team behind Flower.
By the way, it's not that game company. Just to
What do
let
you
you
mean?
guys, it's from Giant Squid Studios.
yeah, but
What?
there are people who used to work for that game company.
Oh, so it's not
Yeah.
like okay.
So, yeah, that's how it works.
yeah, people.
You can
leave-
quit the company, you can't quit Sony.
Yeah.
Well, I think they just wanted. They just try to get the. Well, they had already worked with Sony, and so it probably worked out for them.
Yeah, I mean, once you've worked with the publisher for a while, I mean, you probably just have to have contacts inside the organization, so it's probably easier to get funding from people you already know and who already like have worked with you before.
Oh, you know what game it just came to my mind that I really want to get? The new
Bloodborne?
Dark Knight game. Looks fantastic.
Is that
Yeah,
a
sure.
new one out?
Didn't it get delayed?
Did it? I don't know. It may have gotten delayed, but probably got delayed because it was supposed to be a next-gen game, and was the last game was Batman Origins or whatever. This one you can if you watch the gameplay, the new thing is like the Batmobile.
Yeah, I saw it.
I like Batman.
I actually I never could finish the first one because I got I had computer problems that made it chug awfully. So I got about halfway through the game and then it exploded.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum.
It was a good game. Apparently,
I enjoyed it a lot.
Arkham City, they really perfected it.
I
I
am
don't
still
know
very
about that.
concerned
I
about
heard
the new
City
game.
feels kind of.
I heard mixed things
kinda-
about Arkham City.
It's kind of tedious to go around. I
They
felt.
make traveling slow.
I kind of liked
It's not necessarily slow. It just feels like a slog sometimes.
Mm.
I liked Arkham City.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of sandbox games kind of hit that at a certain at least one because I know Saints Row 2 felt a lot like that, where it just took forever to get anywhere. So I feel like that happens with a lot of sandbox games where you kind of
You glide as Batman in Arkham City, though.
Yeah, there was like one thing that like I was trying to get to a. I think the thing that got me was I was trying to get to one objective, but then there was this other thing like there was this like phone that rang, and then somebody was like, "I'm going to murder all these people," Victor Zaz,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Ah, fuck!" And that took me all the way to the other side of the city, and they were all,
okay.
and I was
But
like, "Fuck."
you die before the. I know what mission you're talking about because I've tried that mission multiple times, and I always died before I ended up getting to the other side of the city because the time limit is not equal to the amount of space.
I beat that mission.
Really?
Yes.
How?
Which
I ignored it. I ended up ignoring it because I was like, "Fuck this! This is taking me all the way to the other side of the city."
Witchcraft, blood sacrifice.
Pretty
If I
much.
remember correctly, gliding as Batman, though, you kind of have to get used to it in order to get down to where you can go fast.
Oh yeah, you also had to constantly switch between gliding and shooting to actually go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like Spider-Man.
No, it's not.
I
It's
know.
not like Spider-Man.
I know.
If I wanted to be Spider-Man, I would just be poor and get bitten by a spider.
I don't think being poor was like the deciding factor of him being Spider-Man.
I wish they'd come out with
No, it was radiation. Clearly, another thing that gives you superpowers. I think if we've learned anything from comics, it's that getting your parents murdered by something radioactive will give you the best superpowers in the world.
Yeah. It's got to be radioactive.
It gotta be a radioactive murderer.
Yeah, radioactive murderer. You become like, I don't know, super justice man.
Is that why Hydra murdered Tony Stark's parents?
Yeah, exactly. They wanted him to become the best superhero ever. And
Sure.
clearly, that's how it clearly plan succeeded.
Anyways, what other games you guys interested in that came up?
I'm interested in games. I like games.
Yeah, games are good. Honestly, nothing really else that kind of leapt out at me.
Did we talk about Ori and the Blind Forest yet?
Oh no, we did not.
We did not. That game looks
You
fantastic.
mentioned it.
I have so many words about that game. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, the art style on that game looks amazing.
It's
I want to play.
I didn't watch the trailer originally. I sat there and I let the background music play and I was like, "Holy crap, what is this?"
Yeah.
That is the if that game has nothing else, that music is wonderful.
Yeah, it looks like the whole presentation for it looks amazing.
There's a game called Devil's Men.
What's that?
It's like an RPG. It's by Daedalic, who made they published Blackguard's Memoria.
Oh, okay.
It's a adventure game. It's kind of it has like a 2D like a
What-
old like Don Bluth sort of art style, like animated old Disney.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I remember talking to you about this.
Oh, we didn't talk
What's
about this.
its name?
No, I was talking about this with Jeff the other day.
No, we didn't. No, that was a different game.
Oh, that's not that game? Alright.
What's this called again?
The Devil's Men.
The Devil's Men?
Yeah.
So it's like a 2D side-scrolling RPG, or is it a top-down?
It's an adventure game. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a good article. It's a point-and-click adventure. It has two
a
female
point-and-click adventure game.
protagonists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds actually pretty cool.
So that might interest you, Jacob.
Hmm.
No, not Jacob. Joseph. Sorry.
Yes. Point-and-click adventure games excite me because reasons. All the reasons.
Okay then. Okay.
That's like a few screenshots so you can
I
look
have
at it.
just a side interlude for a second. Why would they present something at E3 that's only exclusive to Japan?
What are you talking about?
Which game?
Destiny.
Destiny is not exclusive
Not
to Japan.
exclusive to Japan.
That's what I looked it up because I had seen it before and I was just like, oh, and then I'm finding all these articles that's only going to be exclusive to Japan.
Wait,
That's
what?
not true.
That's
at
not
all.
true.
Which
It's by
game?
Bungie.
It's not coming to. I think I know what you're talking about. It's not coming to the Xbox in Japan, but it's coming to the PS4.
Yeah, that happens with a lot of games, though.
But it is coming out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's by an
Yeah,
American studio.
I just played the alpha for. I was playing the alpha for it, so it's
Yeah.
definitely coming out here.
Okay.
Yeah. Halo MMO. The Halo equivalent of an MMO. I don't think would be pretty much anywhere else.
I played a little bit of it, and it's a good game, but like some people are like, oh, it feels like turning on Halo for the first time. It's so amazing, and it's like maybe I've been spoiled from playing too much Borderlands 2 or anything, but I don't know. It didn't really say anything new to me.
Oh, there's also a game called the Talos Principle. That seems pretty interesting. It's like a puzzle game.
Huh.
Okay then. The other two games I would like to talk about. One was surprising. The other one was ungodly surprising. Was Little Big Planet 3. Didn't see that one coming for some reason, but it looks cute as hell, and I like that series.
Yeah, Little Big Planet. Those are good
didn't
fun
really
games.
Okay then, and the other thing that just took everyone by surprise was re-release of Grim Fandango.
What?
Of
You didn't hear
what?
about that?
You hear
I
about
did
that?
not hear this.
Oh yeah, they're remastering Grim Fandango for PlayStation.
Oh, god damn it.
You just found out about it right now.
Only for PlayStation? Seriously, one of the biggest PC games in the 90s?
I don't think it's only for PlayStation, though. I think it's more than just that.
Okay.
Yeah,
It better be, or else I will...
But Tim Schafer has the rights now.
Oh, Tim
He has
Schafer
the rights back.
to it?
Yeah, Tim Schafer showed up.
This game looks really cool.
Oh, Grim Fandango, it's kind of like it was kind of the last great gasp of point-and-click adventure games in the 90s. It's kind of like, it's one of those must-play games, but it's really hard to, run because you have to use, shit like CPU killer so that your machine runs terribly slow.
Really?
Or else, yeah, because the game was from, 1998, so...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's-
1998.
There's a whole it's a really huge cult classic because people will actually have set up whole sharing systems to pass around the original discs.
Okay then. Okay, it's coming out on PlayStation 4 and Vita exclusively first.
Yeah.
it's a timed exclusive.
Uh,
Doesn't mean
Like,
anything.
friends.
Yeah.
See, Jacob, when you say things about Grim Fandango like that, you better fact check, or else you wind up with me coming over to your house and actually committing murder on you.
The other game I'm excited for is Not a Hero, which
What's
is
that?
it's like a side-scrolling kill everybody. I don't know. I posted a video. You kind of have to see it. You basically are hired in the future by a politician who's a rabbit, and your job is to kill everybody who would stop him from being elected president.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think we were watching the conference, and you're messaging about it.
I messaged about Lost stuff.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, I posted a video. It's seems fun.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
What was the game, Jeff, that we were talking about the other day, where I said I don't think a lot of people would enjoy that old-timey...
That's the game that looks like the Disney stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, what's it called?
stuff. I'm blanking on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It looked like an old Disney movie.
So
Like-
what? So the Talos Principle thing.
Okay
It's a puzzle game about philosophy?
It's called Cuphead. Cuphead is the
Cuphead.
game.
That's what we were talking about.
I think anybody can appreciate any art style. They might not get like references, but anybody can appreciate anything objectively eventually.
I don't know. I think that's not necessarily true. But this actually does look pretty cool.
What?
Yeah, it looks
The,
different.
the Cuphead.
Yeah.
Although I can see, I can definitely see how that could be pretty off-putting to people.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of what they tried to do with The Amazing Adventures of Flapjack on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Please don't
Depending
remind
on
me of
who was
that.
doing the storyboards.
Please don't remind me of that show.
I love that show, man.
I did not.
It's
That's what it
one of my
looks like
favorite
to me.
shows ever.
I stopped watching Cartoon Network at that point.
You too grown up?
No, I just would only watch Adventure Time.
Adventure Time, come on, grab your friends.
That was it.
Well,
Well, yeah.
Flapjack was made by one of the the person worked on Adventure Time before, or one or the other.
Penn Ward.
No, Thorup Van Orman is the guy who made Flapjack. He worked, I think, on some episodes of Adventure Time.
Oh, okay. But yeah, just, like, I don't know how people will take it. I mean, it kind of, when I first saw it, it reminded me of Skullgirls. So I didn't think
Yeah.
people would mind that much, but then it's kind of a little more extreme than that, so I don't know how people will approach it.
It'll be kind of
game is this?
polarizing. I'm talking about Cuphead.
Because
Oh, Cuphead.
I don't know,
You think the
interesting art
animations?
styles.
Do you think the animation style will be that like polarizing? Or?
Well, she
I-
does. I don't think it will.
I just think for like the people who are used to like games like Halo and Batman and
I don't think it's for them though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I would agree, but I don't think the kind of people that are only going to be interested in playing Halo and Batman would see it.
that's also true because I like those types of games and I didn't even know about it.
Yeah. Although I do
We're watching
think
the conference.
I think it's important to make your game stand out, though, in terms of like being different artistically, and like think about all the games that have changed their art styles just to stand out, and like Borderlands, if they didn't change their art style from being like realistic to like that cel shaded look to it, like that game wouldn't have like its own style that it does now.
well, same thing with TF2. TF2 was originally supposed to be another realistic. Well, it was supposed to be like the original Team Fortress, and then it became.
TF2, the greatest shooter on PC. I guess.
Sometimes it's really good in order to be different than the rest of the crowd when you're making a game, because it's like, my game's different than yours.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I'm-
it shouldn't be for the sake of being different. It should be for
I mean, if the game's good on top of it, then
yeah.
Okay then.
Well, I think game like often the pursuit of like only gameplay matters is often a little like take it a little too far, because I mean if gameplay was the only thing that mattered, all we would be playing was like literally all we would be playing is spreadsheets.
yeah.
Yeah, because I
Board
mean
games.
Yeah, no, not even. Like, even board games have too much non-mechanical crap in the way. They have pieces and images on the box. Oh God, heavens forbid. That gets in the way of gameplay. True
Also, the
gameplay.
most famous character would be the pixel.
No,
Just
the
a
most
single
famous
pixel.
character would be the six-sided die.
It's my favorite character.
I think so. You know what? No, no. I think the four-sided die is really more innovative, and really like I can really appreciate the four-sided die's acting.
You don't really need all 6 sides, do you?
Yeah, it seems like too much.
Too many.
Okay then, so how about we just go around and just say like an overall impression of E3?
No.
No.
Okay then, Glenn's overall
That-
impression. No.
No, I didn't say no. I said yeah. Does it sound like I said no?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounded
No,
like.
I mean, I'll go first, but I thought this E3 compared to previous E3s because I actually missed last E3 because I was in China and I watched it afterwards, but this E3 was actually really good all around. I wasn't bored. I mean, the only time I could say I was like somewhat bored was during EA's, and there was a lull in Sony's that they could have like fixed.
They do that every single conference. There's always 30 minutes of dead air in Sony's.
Yeah, like they started talking about like Sony TV, and they could have talked about that afterwards. They didn't have to put that in their press conference, but
They
yeah,
have
no,
2 hours.
everyone did really good. Especially the biggest thing what I was looking forward to was Nintendo, and really Nintendo really came out with their new IPs and stuff, and all the stuff on Smash. I might actually get a Wii U when Smash Brothers comes out now, which, a year ago I wasn't even interested.
Yeah, Splatoon is.
I regret getting a PS Vita now instead of a Wii U.
Oh, you were choosing between Wii U and Vita.
I bought my friend's PS Vita off of him, and he used that money to buy a Wii U.
Oh.
You shouldn't have a Vita unless you have a PS4.
Well, from that's what the conference was telling me, basically.
Yeah, that's basically what they're going for now. But I don't know.
$200 remote. Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's too bad because like when it came out, it looked like the Vita was going to be like
I love my Vita.
a serious biz competitor to the 3DS.
And
Yeah,
then
no, it did
nothing
not.
happened.
They
Yeah.
said it's not going to be like the PSP again. It's exactly like the PSP again.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it feels like this time it's just like they decided, you know what? Let's put out a handheld and never make a game for it. That seems like a good business plan.
The thing is, like, it's got that perception, but it does have a lot of really good games out for it. I have a Vita, and I love it. I have a ton of games out for it. There's, like, if you love RPGs, JRPGs in particular, the PS Vita has just a ton. And there's
Dragon's Crown?
yeah. I have
Oh,
that.
dude, we should play Dragon's Crown.
Yeah, we
Okay
should-
then, so overall impressions of E3.
Oh, wait, before I forget, I just want to share an anecdote about Konami. Like, apparently Konami had, like, a really empty, like, floor space, and they had, like, signs about, like, don't film here. They just had, like, empty space. They were just, like, squatting on it or something.
That's so weird.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Kind of like totally
Okay then.
freaking weird.
Okay, Christine, overall impression of E3.
I'm kind of indifferent on it. There wasn't anything that particularly struck me as being particularly good, except for like a select few. So I didn't get to watch a lot of the footage because I had work, but from what I did see, it wasn't all that fantastic either. That's my general.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of in the same camp. Like I missed a lot of the footage because work. I was more than indifferent, but generally it kind of like if I felt kind of a weird distance from all the things that were happening, so it was kind of like I was pleasantly surprised by some stuff and unpleasantly surprised by other stuff. But it was
Hi,
all
Unity.
kind of like what?
Hi, Unity.
Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity. I thought you were talking about Unity Engine.
That's the biggest problem with Assassin's Creed Unity. Everyone thinks about the Unity engine.
Yeah. No, I was.
I think there are bigger
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, I think Unity has bigger problems now that Ubi stuck their foot in their mouth. But yeah, generally speaking, I was pleasantly surprised, but vaguely indifferent.
Okay, Jeff.
I think everybody showed something that I would like. However, I like this E3 better than the last E3,
Yeah.
but like I don't think it didn't really stay with me as much. It didn't really stay with me. I'm trying to say, but I think I liked it a lot more, and everybody had at least one thing I think I would want to play.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It was-
Except EA, I'm never buying Sims 4 because it's a fucking racket.
I'm also in the same boat. I thought this E3 was good and very, very boring. It basically just did all the things E3 had to do, and that's about it. Like, it was a lot better than last year's, because last year had Microsoft doing whatever the hell they were doing. Which I don't know what that was.
Speaking of, they went their entire conference without mentioning Kinect at all.
Well, they had to. They got rid of it.
Well, I know, but like that was pretty impressive. Like for them not to even say it once.
Well,
Which is amazing, considering they actually showed Kinect-only games.
Yeah.
This is for a thing which sits on top of your TV that is for the Xbox, which shall remain unnamed.
Admittedly, Kinect is probably the coolest thing ever if you subtract the whole it's supposed to be a game controller.
That is true. Kinect is
Yeah.
one of the more interesting technologies developed. That
also kind of scary.
That is also a very poor game controller.
It's not really as scary as everything else in your life that you're.
Yeah, it's probably the least scary thing in your life.
Like, the fact that it's scary is only because it's very honestly
Especially in real life,
obvious.
Only because I don't own a Kinect.
I do say like I have an Xbox One and the motion control I never use, but the one thing I do use, which I think should probably be a staple for everything, is the audio controls. Just being able to go Xbox, go to Netflix. I use that a lot. Xbox turn on.
I don't know.
That is kind of cool.
Kinect made not Mark of the Ninja. Kinect made Fruit Ninja pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Personally,
You go.
no, yeah, sorry, Fruit Ninja.
No, it's like I was gonna say. I discovered that hip thrusting is probably the most effective way to win to get really high scores at Fruit Ninja. If you're playing on a Kinect, not an ounce.
You
of
heard it
lying.
first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Hip thrust at your screen becomes
Yeah, from
Ninja
GameTips.tv.
Master. .io.
Don't be too close to your TV though.
Yeah.
I feel like when moshers can't mosh, they play Fruit Ninja.
Yes. Facts.
You win last 5 seconds in the pit.
I broke my shoulder in the pit.
Wasn't there was an Ubisoft game they're trying to gamify fitness with Kinect?
Shape up!
Yeah.
Pretend that never happened.
Apparently, you wouldn't last 5 minutes in the Fruit Ninja. But no, Jeff, you were gonna say something.
Yeah, Jeff is. Yeah.
Personally, I don't really talk when I play video games. I don't really think that the voice control. I don't think I would actually like the voice
You
control.
don't use it to play. I mean, some games you do, but I haven't used it. I just use it mainly to go around in the Xbox, like Xbox Go Home, Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like I'd be too lazy to even talk.
Jeff, I just got
Usually when I play video games.
this hilarious image of you intensely staring at your Xbox, but refusing to talk.
Yeah. By the way, I posted the picture of Konami thing.
You're gonna have to post
Wow.
stuff
This is-
on
Yeah, for those who haven't seen this, it's literally a giant white Konami display in this huge area of red carpet that is completely empty.
That is really weird.
That's fantastic.
Why would they do that?
It's this is clearly a performance art piece, I think.
Konami, the Dead Island.
Yeah.
And also,
Oh yeah,
the
Dead
thing
Island 2 was
behind
announced.
what?
was?
Dead Island 2 was announced.
Oh yeah.
At least this time the trailer looks a lot more honest than the last one.
It was still just a CG trailer. I feel like I was also annoyed that there were too many. I thought there were too many CG trailers. I know that's like par for the course, but like I still think
like the
something
only
that should be.
Compared to previous years, I thought they had way more gameplay.
Well, that doesn't mean there aren't too many CG trailers. I mean,
there
more
should-
than none.
There shouldn't be any CG trailers.
like the one that showed the least CG trailers was Nintendo, and I'm trying to think if there was even one. Other than wait, there was. Xenoblade Chronicles X was entirely a CG trailer, but they showed gameplay right afterwards, so there wasn't really a point to it.
I thought Treehouse was really good though. I think Nintendo should keep doing that. Like the whole talk about it and then have the gameplay showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they spread it out a lot more than the other. The other companies kind of blew their load all on the first day.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did. They kept coming out with new announcements throughout E3.
yeah, and then they also had the Smash Invitational Tournament, which was fun.
Yeah, did you guys actually watch that? I did.
I did.
That was actually really
I saw
interesting.
Reggie say he's gonna kick somebody's ass.
Yeah, the end.
Why did he say that? Like, did somebody piss him off or something?
No,
somebody challenged him to Smash Brothers in a year.
and then he admitted
Oh.
that he's actually terrible at Smash Brothers out of all the Nintendo games. But then he said he's going to practice on the 3DS, and he's going to come back and kick his ass.
Next year.
Conan O'Brien did a Clueless Gamer about Super Smash Brothers, the new
I saw that.
one,
Yeah, I
and
saw
it
it.
was really funny.
This is like,
Okay,
I just
let's,
like-
keep
Oh,
going.
sorry.
Keep going.
He called Kirby something that got left over at a construction site.
He also said
I
he's
thought that was
clapping.
the most accurate description of him.
Also, the literalist cancer patient.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Like Kirby clapping was a bunch of tumors, like just like clapping
Benign
together.
tumors, though. They were benign.
It's benign because Kirby's always happy.
That
Well,
the tumors are dumping endorphins into his brain.
This is terrible.
Anyway.
Kirby is a creature from beyond.
Yeah, actually, Kirby is a rather disturbing concept.
Yeah.
If you played the new game, you would understand the fear behind Kirby. Everything he eats, it's just,
Disappears.
he can eat anything. It's terrifying.
Well, we learned that in Squeak Squad, like he has like a whole inventory inside his stomach. It's just a black hole, like a void.
So what you're telling me is he's like a traveling, or he's the handy haversack from D&D personified.
Well, he's more like a terror from beyond, like a Narlotep or a Cthulhu. Fine, Glenn.
Pastor, the King in Yellow.
Are you saying that when the world ends, we're all gonna get sucked up by a giant ball of Kirby?
Yep.
Kirby is just an interdimensional portal that also is a living
I'm telling you
being.
guys, he's a handy haversack. They cast animate object on a pink handy haversack, and Kirby happened. And if you're getting any of this, then you are a huge nerd.
Okay then, so
Yeah.
I guess we're done with E3. So on to Steam sales. Your wallet will die. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
that's it.
You
Just-
just started and your wallet's going to die.
That's about it.
Godspeed, gamers.
Yes. If you survive, then you will be one of us who remembers. the times before the sales.
It's like someone's robbing you, but you don't care.
Okay then. So, are we done?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay then. So, that was
Goodbye,
episode 2. See you next time.
See you next time.
Peace out.
Goodbye, Creator Internet.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.